Hello Hampton Primary, my name's Fiona. Welcome back to yoga. It is fabulous to be back practicing with you again today. Our class today is going to be focusing on the health of our spine. So you know where that is, of course. Our spine is the group of 33 bones called vertebrae that run from our bottom all the way up our back right to the very top of our neck. And our spine is super important and important to keep healthy. The reasons why: our spine keeps our head positioned up on the top of our body, so that's pretty important. The second reason, if we didn't have our spine, we would just flop forward like ragdoll, so it creates structure for our body. The third reason, our spine allows us to move in all different directions. So we can twist, we can side bend, and we can fold forward and bend backwards. That's pretty helpful, isn't it? And the fourth reason, and a super important reason, is together with our brain, our spinal cord, which runs right down the center of the vertebrae, that makes up our central nervous system. And our central nervous system, of course, manages everything we do in our body, all the functions of our body, from moving our muscles to all of our senses, our sight, taste, smell, sound, hearing, as well as all of our involuntary processes in the body. So all the things that we do, like breathing and our heart beating, that we don't even think about. Our body just knows what to do. So let's get started working on the strengthening and the mobility and the overall health of our spine. We'll begin like we always do, bringing our hands out, palms up towards the sky. And because we're focusing on the spine today, let's really think about growing our spine really tall up and out of the pelvic bowl. Take a big breath in, look up to your hands. Exhale, draw the hands back down toward your heart. So we'll do that 2 more times. Breath in, look up, reach up. Breath out, hands towards your heart. 1 more round. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Gently close down your eyes and we will bow forward together and say the words Namaste. Gently rising back up and peeling open your eyes. Great. Okay, we're going to come into a kneeling position, and with this one, you're welcome to tuck your toes under and give the soles of the feet a little stretch. So you're sort of tucking the toes under and then sitting back onto the heels. If that feels too intense for your feet, you can just come into a low kneeling position. So choose your kneeling position. And we'll begin by again finding that nice tall spine. Try not to be a banana body. And then we're going to bring the hands out in front in an extended prayer position. And then turn the palms to the sky, breathe in. And then turn the backs of the hands together, scoop the belly in, tuck the chest. So we'll do that 3 more times. Palms to the sky, lift your chest, lift your eye gaze up. And then exhale, tuck your chin, scoop your belly in, really round through your back. So we're bringing the spine through extension and flexion. Great, 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Good, gently coming back up into an upright position. From here, let's move into some side bending, some lateral movement for the spine. So we will take the left hand down, and then we're going to reach the right hand up and over, and then swapping over. So big inhale as you reach up, exhale as you side bend. So just continue like that, moving from side to side. Breathing in, breathing out. So you're getting that C-shaped position in your spine. Good. And then 1 more time. Each way. Good. some gentle twisting. We'll reach our hands up, palms touch. And then as we exhale, let's twist over to the right. Good, inhale, hands up. Twist over to the left. Good, one more time each way, just being gentle with our body and our spine as we warm up. And then twisting the other way. Good, inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. So let's move into a tabletop position from here. Hands stacking underneath the shoulders, knees roughly hip-width apart. Good, so just getting nice and solid there. And then we're going to pop the right leg out to the side. Good, from here, let's take 3 rounds of cat and cow. So you know this one, we're going to inhale, stretch the eyes up, and maybe a little squeeze of the shoulder blades together so you're strengthening the muscles at the back of the spine. And then exhale, round in. 2 more like that. Inhale, look up. Exhale, rounding in, tucking the chin into the chest. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. So coming back into a tabletop position from there, we're slowly going to round up and come up into a kneeling position. Reach your hands up overhead. And then exhale, side bend over towards your leg. Good. Rolling your top arm around and then all the way out to the side and have a big stretch out the other way. Good. And then rolling back down, so come back to that tabletop position and we're going to take a few twists. So start with your right arm, look up towards your hand and then use your exhale to plant the hand back down. We'll go the other way. Inhale and exhale, beautiful twist through your spine. 1 more time with the twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So gently slide your right leg back in and we'll do the same on the other side. So this time the left leg out. See if you can get your solar foot flat on the mat and toes pointing towards me. And then we start with 3 cat and cow again. Inhale, stretch your eyes up, open the front of your chest. Exhale, round in, arch your upper back. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding in. Last time, inhale, big breath through the nose. Exhale, rounding your back like an angry cat. Back to tabletop position. And then we're making our way up into that kneeling shape. Stretch your arms up, get as long through your spine as you can. And then we're moving into a side bend over towards your leg. And then swirl your arm forward and plant your hand down. And then the other arm sweeps up and overhead. So have a big stretch out through the side of your body. Good. And then we're wheeling back down into tabletop. And then 2 rounds of the twisting. So we're starting with the left hand. If you can, look up towards your hand. And then exhale, hand down. And then we go the other way, swapping over right arm up. And down, other way. Beautiful. And down. Last one. And unraveling the twist. Gently drawing the left leg back in underneath. And we're going to turn around and move into our first downward facing dog. So tucking your toes under, making sure your fingers are spread nice and wide, and slowly peeling the hips up and back. And have a little pedal out there, have a little nod and shake of your head, and then come to stillness. So in this downward facing dog position, we're really trying to create length through our spine. So if you do feel like you're quite rounded in this shape, what you can do is bend your knees a little bit and then press down through your hands and send your chest to the tops of the thighs so you're getting a bit extra length through the spine. So you find your nice long spine, and then eventually your legs will straighten out and your heels will touch down. Stay here for 1 more breath. And then see how you go, rising up onto your toes, lifting your heels up off the mat, and then gently releasing the heels back down towards your mat. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale high onto toes. Exhale, stretching back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees. And then sit your hips back towards your heels. Just taking a little break in child's pose. Find your breath again. And then when you're ready, come back to downward facing dog. And let's go to 3-legged dog. So we'll lift the right leg to the sky. And then if you can, we're going to draw the right knee in towards your nose and really arch through your back. And you sort of bring your body forward into plank position. And then stretch back. So 3 more times like that. Just move at your own pace. Curl in. Stretch back. Curl in. So you're really getting some beautiful flexion through your spine. And back. And then last time. Curl in. Stretch back. And swap the legs over. Good. So moving over to the left leg now. Left leg lifts. Curl the knee in towards the nose. And then stretch back. 3 more times. Curl in. And stretch. Good. Curl in. Stretch back. Last one, nearly there. You're doing a great job. Curl in. And stretch. And then releasing the left toes down to the mat. Lower the knees gently. And sitting the hips back towards the heels. A little break in child's pose. And then walking the hands back towards the knees. Let's do a little bit of breathing. So for our breathing today, you can sit in a cross-legged position. You can sit in a kneeling position, whatever's most comfortable for you. And we're going to close our eyes and rest the hands somewhere on the tops of the legs. So just allow the shoulders to relax away from the ears. And again, just noticing your spine and just ensuring it's nice and tall. Maybe you could even envisage that there's a piece of string attached to the crown of your head that's lifting your crown up towards the sky, so you're getting an extra long, spacious spine. Begin to notice your inhale and your exhale. And as you're still and as you notice your breath, begin to envisage that there's a beautiful golden ball of energy at the very base of your spine. So with your mind's eye, just watching that ball of energy glow really brightly and strongly. And then with your next inhale, imagine that that ball of energy travels up the length of your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way to the crown of your head. Take a little pause once you get to the top of your inhale. And then when you exhale, the golden warm ball of energy is going to trace its way back down the length of your spine. So continue to breathe like this. As you inhale, the golden ball of energy tracks up your spine, one vertebrae at a time. It gets all the way to the crown of your head. continue like this for another 4 rounds of breath. Inhale deeply and fully, watching that ball of energy trace its way up your spine. Exhale long and smooth through the nose as that golden ball of energy travels back down all the way to the base of the spine. Move your breath at your pace, knowing that if you deepen the inhale, if you slow down the exhale, it's just going to help you feel a little calmer, a little more relaxed. So finishing up at your pace. And then gently blinking open the eyes. Okay, time for some sun salutations. We'll mix them up today with a little bit of extra spinal movement and strengthening. So coming up to the top of your mat, bringing your body position with your head stacked directly over your spine, feeling your mat under your feet. Good, and we'll inhale by reaching hands up, looking up nice and tall, and then exhale, tucking the chin, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Let's take a half lift here, so we'll bring fingertips either to the shins or to the mat and lengthen the spine forward. The crown of the head goes forward. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and we'll take the right foot back to plank pose and then the left foot back to plank pose. So remember, you can always drop to the knees or you can stay in a full plank position and take a breath here. With your exhale, elbows tuck in towards the side waist and come down in a nice straight line all the way onto your belly. So today, because we're working on extra strengthening for our back, let's bring our hands out alongside our body and see whether you can squeeze your bottom and use your back body strength to lift your upper body up off the mat without any pressing down through the hands. Exhale, lower down. So we'll do that again 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale, the tops of the feet stay flat. You give your bottom muscles a bit of a squeeze and then squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down. Return the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the toes under, and just gently push yourself back into downward facing dog. Have a stretch out. Good, take as many steps as you need to come back up to the top of the mat. We'll take another half lift, fingertips on shins or the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Knees can be as bent as you need, and then roll your way, come back up to standing. We'll touch the palms up and overhead. Let's keep them up and overhead. We're adding a little bit of twisting here. So we're going to send left hand forward, right hand back, and then inhale, hands up. Send right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, palms touch, left hand forward, right hand back. See if you can keep your hips squared forward so that you're not opening your hips out to the side. And then touch palms together and go the other way. So we'll do it 1 more time each side. Left hand forward, right hand back. Hopefully you're feeling that nice twisting through your spine. And then we'll touch palms together and let's keep going with the sun salutation. Rolling forward. Lengthen out, half lift. Bend the knees deeply, plant the hands flat. Left foot steps back for plank and right foot. Hold here for a breath. Rest the mat away with your hands and you get a little doming in your upper back. 1 more breath. Knees on or off the mat. We lower all the way down onto our belly, untuck the toes, hands alongside your body. So this time you can do the upper body only, or maybe you can lift your your legs and your upper body off the mat. This is a variation of locust pose, so another animal pose. Inhale, see how you go getting legs and upper body up off the mat. Exhale, gently lower. So you're really using all those muscles along the back of your body to lift you up and lower. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Hands back under the shoulders, tuck the toes, and just take your time to peel your way back into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Make your way up to the top of the mat. Good, we take a half lift. And fold forward. And rolling up to standing, saluting the sun. And this time, let's stay standing and we'll do some cactus arms. So opening the front of the heart and exhale, touch the palms together. 3 more like that. Inhale, open, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, exhale, last one. Inhale, big squeeze, open the front of the body. Exhale, good. And we're rolling back down through our sun salutation now. Half lift. Bend the knees deeply, plant the hands flat, right foot steps back, and then the left foot lowering down, taking your time. And then last round through it. So you can do the half locust or the full. Inhale, back body strength lifts you. Exhale, lower. Couple more, inhale. And lower. Last time, big squeeze for shoulder blades, big squeeze for bottom muscles. And lower down. Hands back under the shoulders, tuck the toes, back to downward facing dog. So good. Okay, we're going to begin our warrior sequence from downward facing dog today. And similar to what we did in the warm-up, let's start with a 3-legged dog. So we lift left leg to the sky. And then exhale, left knee in towards your nose. Travel forward into a plank position. Inhale, stretch your left leg back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. And this time look forward and really lightly step your left foot between your hands. You might need to just wiggle your foot forward a little bit like I have if it doesn't make it all the way. And then a little bend in the back knee, push down through your feet, and then unravel the spine up into a high lunge position. So with the high lunge, we've got the feet on train tracks, the hips forward, and the back heel up over your back toes. Take a breath in, and then with your breath out, we'll bend elbows and dip the back knee down. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, dipping down. Maybe a little squeeze for the left glute. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Come back up into a standing position. We're going to take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Breath in to get really long through your spine. And then breath out. Side bend towards your left. So you'll feel that sideways stretch through your spine. Take one more breath here. It can get a little wobbly, just do your best. And then just lift up a little, tap your palms together, and then we're going to twist all the way around towards the left. You might like to stay in this upright twisted position if that's enough for your body, or if you can, you could tip your hips forward and then hook your right elbow over your left knee, and then maybe even look over your left shoulder. Stay here for one last breath. Good. And then without moving your left leg at all, we're going to sweep our hands open and come into Warrior 2. So just adjust your feet into that nice Warrior 2 position, that deep bend in the front knee. Front toes, front knee tracking forward. Nice strong arms. Good. And then we'll take a breath, flip the front hand, and do a reverse warrior. And this time, instead of going straight back, let's circle the arm overhead and come all the way around to side angle pose. So we'll do that 2 more times. Lifting the torso up, warrior 2, flip and reverse. And then you're getting that beautiful spinal mobilizing as you hover the core through space and come into side angle pose. Last time, use your breath to move you. Good. And then sweeping that front arm forward and around into side angle pose. Back up into warrior 2, gazing over the middle finger of the front hand, breath in. And then this time with the breath out, gently straighten off the front leg. You might be feeling a little bit of strength building up in that front leg. And then we're just going to tip the hips down for triangle pose, Trikonasana. So we've got a pretty straight front leg, we just don't lock out the front knee joint for this one. And you can look directly forward like I am, or if you want a little more twist for the spine, maybe you look up towards the top hand. Last breath. Good. And then we're using a little bit of momentum, bit of core, bit of a push down through the feet to lift us back up. Back to warrior 2. And then we're going to lift the back hand up and cartwheel the arms down. Lift your back heel off the mat and step back into downward facing dog. Take a breath there. Then a little bend in the knees as you walk your hands back in towards your feet. And we'll come up into an upright position. Good. So from here we're just going to flip around and do the same on the other side. So we'll reach hands up, forward hold, and then let's just walk our hands out into downward facing dog. This time the right leg lifts to the sky, right knee in towards the nose, reaching back, and this time right knee in towards the nose, look forward, step the right foot between the hands. So we come to runner's lunge, push down as you roll up, hands up overhead. Good, and then dipping left knee, bending elbows. Inhale up. Exhale, dip and bend the elbows. One more time. Dipping down and up. So this time we take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Stay in that double bent knee position, and then we side bend over towards the right. Take a breath. And then just a little lift of the torso so you can tap the palms of the hands together. And this time twisting towards the right. If you feel okay through your body, maybe tipping the hips, torso forward, and hooking left elbow over right knee. Try and keep that back leg straight and strong. Last breath. And then we're going to unravel the spine round to warrior 2. So you keep the front leg really still and stable. Ground the back heel down. Find your warrior 2 position. So deep bend in the front knee. Shoulders stacked directly over the tops of the hips. Last breath. And then let's flip the front hand and reverse the warrior. And then we're sweeping the top arm all the way around. Back hand follows through, and we make this into a side angle pose. So we do that 2 more times. See if you can really keep the deep bend in the front knee. Flip and reverse. Roll and mobilize the spine round to side angle pose. Last one through. Flip and reverse, just take your time, keep moving with your breath. Roll your way round. And then back to warrior 2. A breath here. And then a gentle straightening off of the front leg, a tipping of the hips. Triangle pose. So just focus your gaze where it feels comfortable for your spine and your neck. Up to the hand or neutral, you could even look down towards your front foot. One more breath, enjoy that stretch. Good, and then back through warrior two. So we'll do that same transition. We make a sort of cartwheel shape with the hands, lift your back heel off your mat, and the hands come down around the front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And then gently lower the knees down to the mat. So good. Okay, we'll do a back bend today. I think we might have done this one before. This is dancing camel. So you really can take this one at your own pace. You can keep your bottom connected down to your heels if you like, or you can take it a little deeper if it feels okay for your spine. Really nice heart opening and extension for your spine. So we start by taking one hand behind and sweeping the other forward. And then swapping it over and just simply going the other way. So as you move side to side, just sound out how your back and your body's feeling as you move. Connect with your breath. And then if it all feels really good, maybe you can begin to press down, stand on that back hand, push down through the fronts of your shins and move this into a little bit more of a back bend. Good, and then moving over to the other side. And just sweeping hands side to side. And then if you get up into the more back bend position and it doesn't feel good, just revert down to the original variation. So let's take a couple more. Just moving with your breath, giving your spine some beautiful extension. Last one. Good. And then coming back to stillness. So a really nice thing to do when you finish those back bends is just pause for a few breaths and just notice how they make your body feel. Maybe you can feel your heart beating, your pulse racing, your deeper breath. Just let everything settle. And then we'll move into a forward fold. So this one, let's bend our knees, bring our hands to the outside edges of the feet, sit up nice and tall, find that long spine, and then as you exhale, we're just wiggling the heels forward. So this one, it's fine to keep the knees bent, but straighten the legs out to your desired length, and then we're folding forward, the head coming down onto the knees. And just settling here for 3 or 4 breaths. Lengthening your spine with the inhale and just feeling that softening with the exhale. Good, lift your head, walking your hands back in towards your hips. Make sure you've got some space behind you on your mat, and it's time to roll down onto our back. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Little rock and roll on your back body, giving your spine one final little bit of attention and love for this spine strengthening and spine mobilizing focus. And when you've had enough, extending the legs out long, arms alongside the body, and preparing for relaxation. Connect with your breath. Observe, notice the inhale as it enters your body, the exhale as it leaves your body. Get really comfortable. to allow your body to integrate and absorb all the benefits of that spine-focused flow. Sending all the health and healing to your spine. All that mobilizing, all that strengthening, settling in your body. If it's helpful for you, you could always come back to the meditation we did in our breathing at the start of the class by watching that golden ball of energy travel up and down the length of the spine as you breathe. If that helps you keep focused on your relaxation, that's a tool you can use to help. Five more breaths, relaxing back, nowhere else to go. And when you are done, just gently bending the knees, roll over to one side, and then take your time to make your way back up into a seated position. Press down through the hands, support the body into an upright position. And when you're feeling steady, drawing the hands back towards the heart. I hope you've enjoyed today's spine-focused practice. I hope your back and your spine is feeling spacious and strong. I'll see you next time. Namaste.